Hello, beautiful readers. Welcome or welcome back to my channel. I thought I would change the background a little bit, and this is the place where I read the most. So I thought I would share this place with you all and recommend you some books that I want to read, particularly this autumn, because I read the first passage of those books and really felt the autumn vibes and back to school vibes. So I thought that I would share these books with you so that you can read them as well this autumn, and I'm sure some of you already have. So if you have read any of these books, please let me know in the comment section so I know which one to start with. But the first one that I'm most excited about to read is The Secret History by Donna Tartt, because it's set in a school, I believe. So I really want to read it. And if you did not know that I'm also going back to school, well, I just graduated, so I'm going to grad school this month. So school started yesterday, and I will read you the first line of The Secret History by Donna Tartt. Prologue. The snow in the mountains was melting, and Bunny had been dead for several weeks before we came to understand the gravity of our situation. He'd been dead for 10 days before they found him. It was one of the biggest manhunts in Vermont history. State troopers, the FBI, even an army helicopter. The college closed. The dye factory in Hampton shut down. People coming from New Hampshire, upstate New York, as far away as Boston. So a lot happened in the first para also. So I'm really excited to read The Secret History. I've always wanted to read The Secret History for some time now. So I hope you enjoy it as well. The book that I was reading during my orientation, because orientations tend to be really boring, and there are just long speeches and introduction of the faculty members and everything, and I already know my faculty members because I went to the same university for graduation as well. So I was like, I don't need to know about faculties and stuff. So the book that I started reading during my orientation was none other than Macbeth by William Shakespeare. So everyone, I think, knows about Macbeth, even if they have not read it. I know the gist of it, but I haven't read the original play. So I would read you the first scene, I think. Scene: Scotland and England. Act 1. Scene 1. A desert place. Thunder and lightning. Enter 3 witches. First witch: when shall we 3 meet again? In thunder, lightning, or in rain? Second witch: when the hurly-burly's done, when the battle's lost and won. Third witch: that will be the years the set of sun. First witch: where the place? Second witch: upon the heath. Third witch: there to meet with Macbeth. So witches and autumn go hand in hand. First witch: I come, grave Malkin. Second witch: paddock calls. Third witch: anon, all. Fair is foul, and foul is fair. Hover through the fog and fill the air. So, obviously, I don't think there's anything more to say about that. I want to read Macbeth and Secret History the most this autumn. And the third book has been on my shelf for so long that I have 2 copies of this book on my shelf because I feel like I will love this book so much. So this is Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. It is the only novel by her. That's why I am really excited to read this, and also the reason that I've been putting it off for so long. So, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte. I did not know that there were so many characters that they made a family tree. Can you see? Or you can't really see it? But there's a family tree. I will read you the first paragraph, obviously. Wuthering Heights, a novel by Elise Bell in 3 volumes. Volume 1. So she wrote it under the name Elise Bell. Yeah, writers used to do that quite a lot in previous times. Chapter 1. 1801. I have just returned from a visit to my landlord, the solitary neighbor that I shall be troubled with. This is certainly a beautiful country. In all England, I do not believe that I could have fixed on a situation so completely removed from the star of society. A perfect misanthropist's heaven, and Mr. Heathcliff and I are such a suitable pair to divide the desolation between us. A capital fellow. He little imagined how my heart warmed towards him when I beheld his black eyes withdraw so suspiciously under their brows as I rode up, and when his fingers sheltered themselves with a jealous resolution still further in his waistcoat as I announced my name. Already interesting, it is from someone's perspective. So I really want to read this because I've been putting it off for so long. So obviously, it wouldn't be complete if I don't include a children's book in this video. So the children's book I'm going to be mentioning in this video is The Wind in the Willows by Kenneth Grahams. Look at the cover. It looks like autumn, so I'm really excited about this. I'm excited about all of this, truly. 1. The river bank. The mole had been working very hard all the morning, spring cleaning his little home, first with brooms, then with dusters, then on ladders and steps and chairs, with a brush and a pail of whitewash, till he had dust in his throat and eyes, and splashes of whitewash all over his black fur, and an aching back and weary arms. Spring was moving in the air above, and in the earth below and around him, penetrating even his dark and lowly little house with its spirit of divine discontent and longing. It was small wonder, then, that he suddenly flung down his brush on the floor, said, "Bother," and "Oh, blow," and also hang spring cleaning, and bolted out of the house without even waiting to put on his coat. Something up above was calling him imperiously, and he made for the steep little tunnel which answered in his case to the gravelled carriage drive owned by animals whose residences are nearer to the sun and air. So he scraped and scratched and scrabbled and scrooged, and then he scrooged again and scrabbled and scratched and scraped, working busily with his little paws, and muttering to himself, up we go, till at last, pop, his snout came out into the sunlight, and he found himself strolling in the warm grass of a great meadow. So it is set in spring, as it sounds like. So for the people in the southern hemisphere, a book for springtime, but you can read it in autumn as well. So obviously you can read it in spring as well. And there we go. before I said anything about this book, someone commented in my last video that I should read Crime and Punishment. It is perfect for Halloween time, I guess, because it is, I think, about crime and punishment. So I'm really scared to read Dostoevsky. I can't even pronounce his name correctly, but I have always been excited to read Dostoevsky. I have read The Meek One, which is, I think, a short story by him and which comes in the Little Black Classics, which is like, I have all of the books from that selection. Well, not all of the books, that the which comes in the collection. I have those 80 books, and I read The Meek One. I don't think I completed it because I didn't like where the story was going at all, so I did not finish it. But I feel like I would like Crime and Punishment, which is huge as well, but I feel like I would enjoy this more, and this will be a perfect read for Halloween time. Part 1, Chapter 1. On an exceptionally hot evening early in July, a young man came out of the garret in which he lodged in S Place and walked slowly, as though in hesitation, towards Cambridge. So the first para doesn't really give anything away. So I guess that's perfectly fine. I am nonetheless very excited about Crime and Punishment. So those were the 5 books again, and I might not finish all of this book in autumn. I would try to. I'm going back to college, so I would have to study and work and do other things as well. So I might not finish all of these books, but even if I finish one book, it will be greatest pleasure to me. So I hope you read all of these books, and if you want to convince me to read any of the books I mentioned or any other books you might recommend for future readings, I will gladly accept all of them. And if you liked, please like the video personally on YouTube and subscribe if you really loved it. I will see you very soon with another video. Till then, stay happy, stay motivated, and goodbye. Okay, you're still here. I already said goodbye.